Nu vill regeringen driva igenom mer lättnader för vuxna afghanska män som omfattas av gymnasielagen. Men vad får amnestier för konsekvenser? With me to discuss this topic I have Eva with me in the studio. Hey Eva, how are you?
Hi, Emmy, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. So the Swedish government has recently presented a proposition to give nearly 10,000 Afghan citizens an amnesty. These Afghan migrants have had their asylum claims denied by both the Swedish Migration Board and the courts. So what's your reaction to this? Are you surprised?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, we've seen these types of amnesties everywhere around Europe happening because basically it's a good way for our governments to hide the fact that they don't have their immigration systems in check. I mean, these people, as you've clearly said, have already been denied a residential permit twice. And still, like they've stayed around for probably long enough time for the government to be like, oh, it would be inhumane to send them back now. So let's give them all an amnesty.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that. We always hear our politicians talking about, oh, well, these amnesties, we're just being kind and we're just being empathetic here. I mean, is this really what it's about, do you think, Eva?
No, clearly it's not. It's for them to cover their tracks. And also it's a way actually to almost, I would say, stimulate migration because this clearly brings a pull factor into the game, meaning that migrants from all over the world can see our governments being, very generous when it comes to residential permits. So even if you get denied twice, if you stick around for long enough, they will at some point give you an amnesty, which, it creates a pull factor.
And speaking of humane, I mean, who are the ones who are really suffering from these types of amnesties? And these are people whose identities are iffy at best. We don't know whether they have a criminal background or any of those things. I mean, is it really fair to Swedish citizens to do these types of amnesties?
No, because this way you will just increase immigration. And we've seen that many times before. I mean, the biggest example of this type of pull factor that it creates and how it promotes basically immigration has obviously happened in the United States under Ronald Reagan. He actually proposed an act which is called the Immigration and Reform Act in 1986, I believe. And this act, I mean, he gave amnesty at that time to 3 million people, but it has gone up that number from people who've said, oh, well, I also want to fall under this Amnesty Act, basically. So the immigration number has gone up to 10 million, maybe some people say even double
million.
or 30 million. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But so what about this, perspective of the Swedish people? I mean, we don't even know who these people are. Isn't that a dangerous situation? I mean, it could potentially be dangerous people coming into our country, right?
Of course, yeah. We have no control over the people that we let in. Even if people are denied twice, they can still stay here. And the problem with this is obviously that the Swedish people, the people who have actually contributed to this country and who respect the laws, are basically being told, well, you can come here, do nothing for 5 years, sit around, and you'll be rewarded in a sense. So it's basically saying you don't have to take our law seriously. We're not going to send you back anyway. So might as well come.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fair to the citizens at all. Thank you so much, Eva, for commenting on this today. And thank you everyone for watching Riks.